How's your day?
It was good.
Well, how we all doing tonight, folks?
We're here.
We're close.
Are we all here?
Not yet, but we're working on it.
Oh. Before you go into the fellowship hall, or steps there. It's got to be a little room.
Thank you, sir.
That's how you want it. If you wanted another way, we could do it another way.
Nope. But and this is just for me, so I know how much, nothing I'm gonna turn in or anything.
Okay. All right, now sit there, run it up.
But I'm just trying to, this is something new that they're having us do, so I wanna make sure I cover all my bases. Tomorrow, yes.
Yeah.
Friday and Monday, no.
I know, but what time do you get in?
I mean, it wasn't real bad.
He gets in early.
Winches and that.
Okay. I'm the same. I was wondering, headed for Kentucky?
He's the one you gotta make happy on that.
Well, I wanted to look at the footer because they want Fort Wayne,
Yeah.
so, we were.
Did anyone ever come get a building permit from him?
That's what I gotta come do it tomorrow.
Oh, okay, because he won't look at it
I
until
know.
there's a
I'll come
permit.
meet you.
Go to Cleveland and then got home about 2 o'clock.
I'll come get, I got his plans and everything.
That was 4 hours.
No.
I thought he told me 3 hours.
No, retaining wall down there at the Waterview
The
apartment
apartment.
complex.
Oh, it's okay. Then go back there.
They got those stabilizers.
Nope, I think the vet is gonna pull the plug until spring.
He found out he ain't gonna work this winter.
Well, he got it opened up, it got wet on him, it froze and it thawed, and right now, he's afraid if he does anything, he's gonna have to do a 3-foot undercut
He's
and
gonna go way down to get away
then
from
try to
that
keep
clock.
it from freezing and,
Right.
Circle freeway,
So-
bypass it.
When we staked it, it was still good weather.
Yes.
oh yeah, they jacked around, they wasted a month that they could have been in good shape.
Sort of, as you go up,
Oh,
sort
really?
of veers to the right and keeps driving, sort of goes on an angle all the way.
That wasn't Maxwell.
Hey, Doc.
Well, no, they got the permits.
I'm good.
How
are you? Good.
How about some?
How you doing? How you doing?
Because they had to get it state.
Good.
No, I was in position a long
4.
time ago to issue. All they had to do, the builder had to bring me a check.
5. We got enough.
But Maxwell Drugger, if he
Can't do
don't
it,
get
boy.
this thing released.
Tom, huh?
Can't do it without Joe, can we?
No, Joe has to come. Right. Joe has to come.
Yeah, there's always something.
He was from Mansfield, Joe. Yes, Joe. Have you heard anything from Joe?
No, I have not. And I don't want to call the fella if he's driving.
Yeah, he's kinda handicapped. Be a tough conversation, wouldn't it? There he comes.
I can tell you a story about what one animal do.
Hell, he ain't partying.
Yeah, well. That's tomorrow, huh, Joe?
Or at least
That was a while back.
that daggone thing. We're gonna have to do something with that, Joe. Thank you.
Oh, you did? Set it up about the same spot.
Oh, and just so you know, it's not out yet, but next Wednesday at 5:30, we're gonna have a historic preservation meeting.
Okay.
And we'll take care of Larry's certificate of appropriateness. No plan commission next Wednesday, but the following Wednesday on the 10th, we're gonna have a plan commission meeting.
Okay.
I got a letter, didn't I?
Okay. I don't know, we got about a minute. I don't know if we got any more guys coming in on.
Doc, I got 6:01, so
All
whenever
right.
you wanna start.
Okay, we can do it. Call the November 25th meeting of the BZA to order. Like to take roll call.
Dennis Folke,
Present.
Tom Rogers is not here. Paul Seymour,
Present.
Tom Ganaway,
Here.
Don Anderson,
Here.
Joe Johns,
Present.
and myself.
Okay. So everybody had an opportunity to review the minutes in our packet from the previous meeting? And if so, are there any additions or corrections? And if not, is there a motion to accept the minutes as presented?
I'll have a motion to accept the minutes as presented.
Motion's been made to accept the minutes from previous meeting. Is there a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried to accept the minutes. Okay. Is there anything else this evening that you need to tell us?
The only thing, I just want to let you guys know that in December, the Plan Commission has a zoning map amendment. That's the only thing on the agenda. Therefore, this board will get the month off.
Okay,
But reminder, we will meet regardless in January because we'll have to do our annual elections.
yes, okay. All right, so there'll be no board meeting in December, but in January, there has to be one, even if there isn't any agenda other than we have to elect a new board elections. All right. New business this evening before us. The first item on the list, taking them in order, is the Zion Church. We have Mr. Campbell here has a presentation to tell us what they're wanting to.
Yeah, I'm the pastor of Zion Church, and our whole idea is we're trying to get the front of the church looking a little better. It's from 1848, and it's we've put some flowers in and everything, and we're just doing a lot of different things at the church. And so one of the reasons that one of the things we want to do here, if you can look in that packet, is that sign there that's to the right of the main entrance. It sort of sits there. It's 36, I believe, by 52. And we're looking to replace that sign. That sign is, the letters they continually fall out. It faces a lot of heat. There's glass there. The black is peeling off. That helps support the letters. A storm broke our plexiglass at the top. We've sort of repaired that just for now. But we wanted to replace that with the exact same size of a sign in an exact same spot. The sign will be, if you look in your packet, it'll be a digital sign, and it will be black, just as the black is in that picture, except we won't have the white at the top. It will fit in that same opening. It's just a 110 electric, and there's already electric running there because we have some fluorescent lights that goes up in there, so there would be nothing special run for that. It just plugs in. The sign will be real similar to what you see up at the community center, except it would be on the building. Won't be very large, but allows us to be more flexible in our announcements. Like tonight, we have a youth group up there called the Upper Room. We could put that out on there and talk about that. We've got a lot of Christmas stuff upcoming. I won't have this in probably before Christmas, but it allows us to let the community know more about what's going on and just be a better looking all around with what we have there. Any questions?
I happen to be on the planning board also, and I know that night there was some question as possibility of whether that was a historic thing. Did that get checked out?
Yeah, we are in the historical zone.
We're going to be
Yeah.
going up in front of this.
Yeah, we're gonna meet
Okay.
next Wednesday at
Okay.
5:30.
Okay, so that's going to be all right. All right.
Yeah, well, it's not a historical register, but we are in the zone, so we got a meeting next Wednesday with the historical.
All right. I just knew that from that meeting, and I was wondering if
Yeah,
that,
it was.
they touched base with that. Okay. All right, Pastor, thank you. Do you, board have any questions?
I have no question.
Paul, Don? No questions? Okay, all right, thank you very much. Is there a motion to go to finding of fact?
I'll have a motion, we go to findings and facts.
For a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried to go to finding of fact.
This is petition number 14-14. The grant not be injurious to the public health, safety, morals, and general welfare of the community because the proposed sign is not obstructing any view, will not contain or emit any harmful odors or gases. It is solely replacing an existing sign. The use and value of the area adjacent to the property included in the variance will not be affected in a substantially adverse manner because the proposed sign is an improvement to the property both visually and in functionality. The strict application of the terms of the zoning ordinance will result in practical difficulties in the use of the property because the current signage is disrepair and outdated. Any variance requested represents the smallest deviation possible because the proposed sign has both identical measurements and placement as the existing sign. The approval of this application for variance is not based upon legally existing non-conforming uses in the same zoning district nor permitted uses in other districts.
Okay, we've heard the finding of fact. Is there a motion? Is there a motion to accept the finding of fact?
I'll have a motion, we accept findings and facts.
A second?
Second.
Motion's been made and seconded to accept the finding of fact. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried to accept finding of fact. Is there a motion to approve the variance as described?
So moved.
I'll second that.
Motion's been made and seconded to approve the variance appeal. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried to accept it. Thank
Larry,
Okay.
would you like to come up and get this? So other than Wednesday, you're taken care of.
Thank you, gentlemen.
Thank you, Pastor. Okay, next item on our agenda is the quality fire protection. Could Representative take the podium and?
Sure.
And,
My name is Mike Hall. I'm the surveyor on the project, and our request is to use a gravel surface for the excess parking around the building. The public use area will be paved, but we're requesting the use of gravel for our surface for the excess parking.
This would just go to Mike now.
Yes?
okay. This is for a building that they're building down in the
Industrial park.
industrial park down there. I don't know if you guys go down there, but that area is where Lawrenceburg used to store some gravel and some things that they had taken off the highways and some brush and that, and they're building a building there and putting this parking in is what this is about. And so that's why they're here and requesting this to be gravel in the back for many reasons.
Yes.
For erosion control and to...
Stormwater and-
Yes, so I don't know if you all have read this, through this pack, have come up with any questions at all for Mr. Hall. It's fairly self-explanatory, but I've kind of had a heads up because I got to sit through the first explanation at the planning meeting, so.
Yes.
So, gosh, I apologize for that.
Just reminded me. Kill mine too.
Okay. Are there any questions for Mr. Hall this evening?
Good question.
Paul, anything?
He and I talked this over years
Okay.
ago.
All right, Don, you good? Okay.
Thank you.
If there are no questions, is there a motion to go to finding of fact?
Offer motion, we go to findings and fact.
And we need a second.
Second.
Motion's been made and seconded to go to finding of fact. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Go to finding of fact. Joe?
This is petition 12-14. The grant not be injurious to the public health, safety, morals, and general welfare of the community because the proposed site is currently zoned for this purpose. Adding a gravel surface will aid in any runoff concerns. The use and value of the area adjacent to the property included in the variance will not be affected in a substantially adverse manner because the building and the improved area surrounding the building should increase property values. The strict application of the terms of the zoning ordinance will result in practical difficulties in the use of the property because the lot was originally used as a fill area because of its proximity to Tanner's Creek. The proposed project would control sediment and pollution from entering Tanner's Creek. Any variance request represents the smallest deviation possible because the public parking will be paved while the excess lot will be the portion of the property that has a gravel surface covering its facade. The approval of this application for the variance is not based upon legally existing non-conforming uses in the same zoning district, nor permitted uses in other districts.
Okay, we've heard the finding of fact. Is there a motion to accept the finding of fact as read? Is
So be it.
there a second?
I second it.
Motion's been made and seconded to accept the finding of fact. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Is there a motion to approve the variance
So be it.
as presented?
I second it.
Motion's made and seconded. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Okay. Thank you, Mr. Hall.
Mike,
Another one here, Don. One pass that one down. Go ahead and pass that one down. Yeah. Okay, just keep it going that way.
all right.
All right, the next agenda is the Waterview Apartments, and they're requesting a variance to the development standards, and they have a representative here this evening. Mr. Hall is here representing that also. So if you want to take the podium again and present that to us.
This is for a side yard variance for the apartment building, actually for two. This originally was platted with a 50-foot side yard variance when the original subdivision was done. We discovered it should have been 75 feet. When we went through site plan review with Mr. Clark, we can do 75 feet on all the side yards except for the south line, and that's because two existing buildings, one's at 54.4, the other one's at 22.9, and they're existing buildings. There is a 50-foot ingress, egress, and utility easement that covers the property to the south of that line that gives us almost to 75 feet, but we're still 3 feet short of that approximately, and we're requesting a variance for those buildings so that they become compliant. There's a new owner here. It's not like my development anymore. It is a new person, so and the lots are there, so there's not anything I can do about it, is basically what it amounts to.
I had asked at the previous meeting also what the planned purpose of that particular south-facing land was that is 3 feet short, basically.
Right.
And it is just grass. It's not,
Correct.
it's not parking cars or anything. It's 3 feet short of having the spacing there if you're including the right-of-way, the 50-foot right-of-way
Right,
that's
the
there.
easement, yeah.
So, as far as two buildings sitting on top of each other, that's not the case at all. The green space is there short of 3 feet.
Right.
Yes.
Yes, I just want to make the board aware of this, that in fact, I waived the fees for this request. This was done in 11, they came back, they made a modification, and on the site plan, I did not catch it, and the planning commission did not catch it. It was approved the way it went in. This was brought to our attention because of the new owners. They needed zoning verifications, and when they went down their checklist, we did find out that this did not meet our own code. Since we did approve it, they did nothing wrong. Like I say, I do support this. It's actually a necessary move that we need to make.
Any questions? Paul or Don?
No.
Okay. All right, is there a motion to go to finding of fact?
I'll make a motion to go with findings in fact.
Is there a second?
I'll second that.
Motion to go to finding of fact. All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried, finding of fact.
This is petition 13-14. The grant not be injurious to the public health, safety, morals, and general welfare of the community because the variance is necessary in order to bring the property in conformity with current codes. The building already exists and are part of a larger land development. The use and value of the area adjacent to the property included in the variance will not be affected in a substantially adverse manner because nothing has been built on the property adjacent to the site. The strict application of the terms of the zoning ordinance will result in practical difficulties in the use of the property because the building currently exists at the present location. Any variance requested represents the smallest deviation possible because the variance requested is for buildings closest to the property line. The approval of this application for variance is not based upon legally existing non-conforming uses in the same zoning district nor permitted uses in other districts.
Okay. We've heard finding of fact. Is there a motion to accept finding of fact as read?
I'll have a motion we accept findings in fact.
Or second?
Second.
Motion's been made and seconded to accept the finding of fact. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried to accept the finding of fact. We now need a motion to accept the variance as presented. Is there a motion?
I'll have a motion we grant.
Motion to grant, is there a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carried. Thank you, Mr. Hall.
Thank you.
Did you ask the rest of these guys to go out with you to supper tonight if we pass this?
I have been accused of that, unfortunately, but it was baseball tickets.
Okay, got one more here coming, Dawn. A couple more signatures, guys. I have no old business unless, and you have any, Mike? I have no
None
old
tonight.
business. Remember that we will not have a meeting in December, but we will have a January meeting to do election of officers. And that's all I have. I would take a motion for adjournment.
So be it.
Is there a second?
I second it.
All in favor?
Aye.
Nay, I want to stay here.
Okay. Don't
Okay.
do that, because I don't want to have to
We're all
force a roll call on this. All right. Okay. All in favor to adjourn?
Aye.
All right. Motion carried for adjournment. All right, gentlemen, we'll do this in January on a nice warm day.
That's